recording that too. Okay. I kind of had a almost a little crash out last night. And I was a little upset at myself. I was like, that was a waste of energy. That was a waste of time. I shouldn't be arguing with people on the internet. And especially not, you know, Olympians and creators. And yeah, it just wasted my time. That's not where I meant to go. But I come across this. Go to the Bible app. There we go. I come across this Bumstead video, and he was taking questions, and somebody had asked him about if he had ever just turned around and walked out of the gym before, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, if there's a bunch of kids, or it was crowded, or this and that," and I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you left?" Um, and I got on a little soapbox, and was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm at the gym to do some work. I don't care who's there. I don't care who's in the way. I don't care if it's completely full. There will be some free weights open. Like, you have to be flexible enough and know, you know, enough moves to get the same work done, work the same muscles with a different machine or with a free weight or another way in order to get around these obstacles. I was like, who cares if they're being loud? Who cares if they're, using your machine? Ignore them. Who cares if they're being belligerent? Workout so intense or so long that they're either scared away or they're already done by the time you get it, you come around to going to the next and then it'll be open by the time you're ready for it. um Ignore them. And I went on several different points. um and all night I was just like, by the time I wrote this out, and I was just like, da, 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 da. And by the time it got to the end, I was like, why? This does not add to the kingdom. Why am I doing this? This serves no purpose. This is just internet talk. And I kind of felt that way all night. I was like, why did I even take the time to write that out? I didn't post it. Um, and then I got to the gym earlier. That was one of the things. I was like, you know what? I'm going to the gym. I hurt myself here a while back, and I've been out of the gym for over a month, and like I'm feeling like crap, like really doo doo. So I was like, I have got to get myself, regular again. Just physically, me. I got to get back into my groove. Um, and that was like, I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do today. So I was like, everything was getting in my way. Um, got a new phone, so I didn't have the 24-hour access app on my phone. I didn't have the little clock in thing on there. I was like, I couldn't get in. I couldn't clock in when I got in. Everything was kind of getting in my way, and I was like, nope, I said I was going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. And eventually I got there. Not as fast as I wanted to, but I got there. And while I was there, I was kind of, as I always do, thinking about the day, thinking about the night, or thinking about what I've done or what I can do for the kingdom. Uh, just thinking. Like I do more thinking while I'm working out than the rest of the night that I'm not working out. And I was like, you know what? Maybe that wasn't wasted time. Because that's how I need to be with Christ. That's how I need to be with the work of the kingdom, is that focused, that when I go into the gym, it doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter who's in the way. It doesn't matter what machines are open. I'm not looking at them. I'm not concerned with them. If something isn't open, if it's push day and the bench isn't open, I will go stack up some weights, lay on the floor, and grab dumbbells. Like, it doesn't stop me. That's how we need to be. We need to be with Christ and His Word and His work. We don't need to compare ourselves to Christians around us, and especially non-believers. We're to have our eyes on the cross, and be, through study, be fluent enough in the Word and steady enough in our faith that it doesn't matter the obstacles. Like, we can roll with whatever it is that comes our way. There's going to be life obstacles. There's going to be things that hurt us. There's going to be things that bring us down, and times that we're depressed or angry or frustrated or list. Like, as long as we have our eyes on Him, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the obstacle is or what has happened. Unless we lose our head, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. We'll be with Him. But who would do that? Anywho, so now I've reclaimed some of what I thought was lost time, lost effort, lost frustration. Well, okay, yeah, I was a little bit frustrated. I was like, okay, who is this, multiple time Olympia winner that's, oh wait, got too much pride to use a different machine or use some free weights when somebody's in the way, or being loud and annoying, or etc., etc. Humble yourself before the King. Anywho, I think it was in Joshua. Pretty sure it was in Joshua. Did I read 13 last time? Yeah. Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord said to him, "Thou art old and stricken in years." And there remaineth very much land to be possessed. This is a land that yet remaineth. All the borders, okay, and he lists all the land. And belongs to Canaanites and Amorites and Giblites. Giblites. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but when I'm reading it, I'm to myself I call them giblets because it makes me giggle. Forgive me if that's wrong. Is it this one? No, it's this one. There we go. This word. These guys. The giblites. The giblets. All the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon to Mizrephoth-Maim, and all the Sidonians, them will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only divide thou it by lot unto the Israelites for an inheritance, as I have commanded thee. There was still quite a bit to be done when he was old. Highlighted by the fact that there was still a lot of Philistines and Canaanites and giants that David drove out later. But we'll get to that. 9 tribes and half to Manasseh, with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received their inheritance. Reuben, which Moses gave them, beyond Jordan, east for Deben, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave them. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember who they were. I gotta do this faster so I can keep it in mind. From I are aware that it was upon the bank of the river Arnon, the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medeba unto Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, giants which reigned in Heshbon unto the border of the children of Ammon, in Gilead and the border of the Geshurites and the Maacathites, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan. Oh, we know who the king of Bashan is. There he is, Og. Unto Salak, all the kingdom of Og in Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth and in Edrei, who remained the remnant of the giants. For these did Moses smite and cast them out. Nevertheless did the children of Israel okay. Moses, if I can rewind in my mind, Moses didn't kill him, but he got back the tablets of the law and the ark from him. I'm not sure, but I think and cast them out. Nevertheless, children of Israel expelled not the Geshurites nor the Maacathites, but the Geshurites and the Maacathites dwell among Israelites until this day. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance. The sacrifices of the Lord God of Israel made by fire are their inheritance, as they said unto them. They don't get the land, they get the priesthood. Gave to the tribe of children of Reuben inheritance according to their families, and their coast was from Aroer. Hang on. Let's look that up real quick. Who was Reuben? Euben. Reuben was the firstborn son of Jacob. Where can I find that? Unstable as water in Genesis 49:4. Okay. Give me another one of these. Bible, Genesis 49:4. Okay. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed. Then defiledst thou it. He went up to my couch. What did you do, Reuben? Simeon and Levi are brethren. Okay, so Reuben is defiling couches. Okay, so the children of Reuben, inheritance according to their families, and their coast was from Aroer, that is on the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain by Medeba, Heshbon, and all her cities that are in the plain, Dibon, and Bamoth, Baal. There's a lot of Baal named cities around, you know? Can we just rename those? Beth Baal Meon, and Jahaza, and Kedemoth, and Mephath, and Kirjathaim, and Sibma, and Zareth Shahar. This is really straining my English and phonics. In the mount of the valley, and Beth Peor, and Ashdoth Pishga, and Beth Jeshemoth, and all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes, the 5 princes of Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, which were dukes of Sihon, dwelling in the country. Yes. Balaam, also the son of Beor the soothsayer, and the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them. He's in some other stories. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan. That's nice. And the border thereof. This was the... And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their families, the cities and villages thereof. Moses gave inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad according to their families. And their coast was Jazer, and all the cities of Gilead. We should be looking on a map. Hang on. Give me another one of these. About Joshua 13 map. Can we get one of those? How about this? Excuse me. Save it in Bible study. Boom. Now, open it. Images. Nope. Bible study. Boom. Now. Resize that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we got. Where are we at? Some protein. Oh, that's handy. Ah, okay, sweet. I remember the Sea of Galilee is Kinnereth in Hebrew. Does that name sound familiar? Somebody stole that, didn't they? Okay. So we're talking about Heshbon, all the cities, children Reuben, because it's Aroer. It is on the bank of the river Arnon. I don't know where Arnon is. Where is Arnon? Steve. Whoa. Nope. Base or so it would help if I knew where Aroer was. We're talking about Pia, I believe, in the east. Yep, this is east. On the bank of the river Arnon, cities in the midst of the river and all the plain by Deba Shuf. Mount Hermon. Mount Hermon. There's Hermon. Laish. So 11. Emirates City States. King Hog, Beishan, Ashtaroth. So it's over here somewhere. There's Ganath, Ashtaroth, Edrei, Beishan. Golan? I don't remember that. Anyways. That's an interesting name. It was divided. Those were the princes, Balaam, son of Beor, Soothsayer. Did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them? Gave inheritance to the tribe of Gad. The coast is Jazer and all the cities of Gilead and half the land of the children of Ammon. Amorite. Ammon. And to Aroer, that is for. Is it in this one? Golan. Edrei. Ramoth Gilead. I'm gonna get these cities down. We got Kinnereth. Edrei is southeast. Ramoth Gilead, southeast of Kinnereth. How do you can you just say Kinnereth? Do you have to say the Sea of Kinnereth? Sea of Galilee. Galilee. Alright. Manaheim. Beishan, all the kingdom of Og and Beishan. Anessa. the half tribe of Manasseh. I remember half the tribe. There was something wrong at some point, but I don't remember what happened. Possession of the tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families, and their coast was from Manaheim, all Bashan. Where'd we go? Bashan, all Bashan? Oh, the whole thing? Manasseh. Manasseh is the big one. So we're talking about Manasseh, that, and Bashan, and Ashtaroth. Bing. Okay, the coast was from Anaheim, all Bashan, all the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jair, which are in Bashan. 60 cities. Holy cow, 60 cities? And half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei. Ashtaroth and Edrei. Half Gilead. I don't see Gilead there. Yep, there's Gilead. Jabesh Gilead. I wonder if that's same. Okay. And these go to Manasseh, half the tribe of Manasseh, kingdom of Og and Bashan, pertaining to the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh. Children of Machir, even to the one half of the children of Machir by their families. These are the countries which Moses did distribute for inheritance into the plains of Moab, on the other side of Jordan by Jericho, eastward. Yep, over there. But into the tribe of Levi, they didn't get anything because the Lord God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. You don't get land, you get to be the priests. Which is cool. Okay, and more. 14 is more lands divided up. Children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest, that's how you pronounce that, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel, distributed for inheritance to them. By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. More inheritance. Okay. I'm getting tired. Mostly, I wanted to get out that whole reclaiming lost effort last night. Lord kind of was like, that you were talking about, your focus that you have in the gym, you need to have that on me. I wanted to share that. So, this is me trying, and doing my best to please the Lord. So, I wish you well. God bless, and I will see you all later. Have a good day.